and maybe this fix works. And if it works, then hopefully I can do a run without it breaking. I am just gutted.
Oh man, of all the times,
All the times. If it had been a bad score, I'd be like, who cares?
I was really hoping that was going to be a bad score because I wouldn't have felt bad having to do another rerun of that. All right, so the stream looks like it's up now.
Yep. In fact, just give me one moment. I'm just going to take a very short comfort break.
Yeah.
Be right back.
So for everyone tuning in just now, wondering what the heck is going on, we had some streaming issues for Baldrick's run, and since Baldrick run streaming it, I couldn't get his attention in the middle of the run. So unfortunately, I missed everything after the first hold, and he just set a personal best, which is like 1,000 above what his previous personal best was, which really freaking sucks because he has to do it over again.
Right, okay. Let's play it again then.
Okay. Do we want to test out me being able to get your attention first?
Yep, sure. Okay, I can't hear you. Just give me a call on Discord and make sure I can hear it. Okay, I heard some bings, but nothing. Okay, I heard some bings, but nothing else. But at least I heard something. Let's go back to the first to worst chat.
Back to first worst. And we're back.
Right, okay. I'm going to mute you on my end now. And I shouldn't be able to hear anything right now.
All right.
You deserve that. Okay.
Override token found.
Okay, Spanners, I assume everything's okay again now?
Yep.
Sorry about that. Just the checking audio killed the Discord stream.
Okay, and after all that, we should be back in business, assuming Twitch doesn't crap the bed again.
Hold on, I'm bringing you back in. Right, is everything okay, Spanners?
Yep, I think we're good now.
Okay, I just heard more notification sounds, so... Okay.
For everyone filtering in now, welcome back. We had a heck of a time of it a few minutes ago. What happened is that I was commentating Baldrick's run, and then because Baldrick is the one streaming and not me, because I can't stream to this channel. Uh, he couldn't hear me. I couldn't get his attention when the stream died after the first hold.
Terrible spawns.
So now we're doing it again, which really sucks for him because he set a personal best on the run that I could not watch.
Static
But with all that said, had a little bit of trouble on the first hold. Hopefully, this isn't a sign of things to come.
So easy to lose your sights that way.
It is easy to lose your sights on that revolver. You got to make sure you keep a good sight picture for the further targets. Cannot argue with the stopping power of that 357 Magnum, though, even through the gas masks of these first waves of Cossacks. Or uses tracers, which would be useful if he had tracers. Does he have tracers? I didn't check his ammo. I guess he did roll tracers. Unfortunately, tracers are a little less useful
That's
for the
better.
revolver when you have only 6 of them, and you need to be precise with each shot. And I think the hollow points are going to hit a little harder against these early enemies. They're now at the second hold room, which is going to be yellow cellar. We spawned right next to a bunch of bread crabs. Going in some close combat with the drone there. Took a little bit of damage. Not too bad. The drones can be pretty annoying. Now, for this hold, he could try rolling for the USP if he wants something with more capacity and higher rate of fire. Other than that, there's not going to be anything else he can try rolling for. Although reloading those MP7s would also be pretty good, probably.
Override token found.
And he is opting to reload those MP7s.
Is there any point in going here? Not really.
Not really.
For completeness sake. Oh look, there's some health I don't need. And there's a revolver already got. Okay.
Looks like we're all set to go into the second hold. This is a place where you can really pick up some score with the extra enemies. And if you have good encryption spawns, it can be very quick. And that looks like a pretty decent encryption spawn, as long as you don't miss any shots. Might have one more wave of enemies before the encryption spawns. Nope, they're right there, and that was a very quick clear.
Encryption neutralized. Advancing to
We
next
like to
system
see
lane.
those. Now they're going to come in through one set of doors in a wave of 3. Now, that's a less than ideal set of encryption spawns, but they do form a nice little line, which is conducive to a quick clear. He will have to turn around to hit the last one, though. Getting lined up, ready to pre-fire. I think he's going to get one more wave of enemies for this. They might spawn in the middle of this clear there. He has to get back there real fast now.
Static encryption
And they're up.
neutralized.
And that was pretty decent clear. He missed the first shot, but he cleaned up the other two and went back to it without wasting too much time at all.
Analyzing system.
Now for this third set, you're going to get 2 pairs of the civic patrollers, civic protectors coming in from each door. And we're still getting some pretty good luck on the encryption spawns. That's going to be one of the biggest factors in getting a good score, is whether all the encryptions spawn in a place where you can get them quickly.
Static encryption
They are up,
neutralized.
and he missed a shot, especially the MP7.
Encryption neutralized.
Had to chase it down a little bit. Maybe it wasn't as fast as it could have been,
Successful.
but I think we're still looking at a very respectable score.
4 override tokens found. Advance to next system node and take it.
That was a very nice switch there, I agree. And we rolled the shotgun. We got the stockless version, which, you know, it's okay. It does have the Picatinny rail. If we had a version that had a stock and a pick rail on top, that would be really phenomenal. And you did get the flechettes there, which will be good when you're fighting the white armored elite Sausages for the final hold. But until then, he might be interested in rolling for some other kind of ammo for the shotgun. This pool does have the explosive swag shells in it, which I've grown particularly fond of, especially the HE versions. But we'll see what happens. What he also really needs to get this hold is the MP7. And we'll see if he can roll it from this ammo station. Otherwise, he'll need to re-roll and hope he gets it.
Override
And I
tokens.
bet we're about to see him try and re-roll
Come on,
one of those
Buckshot.
pools. Oh, he got the HE shells.
that'll
Those are
do the
very
job, I
good in
guess.
my opinion. Those will be excellent against the bread crab enemies in the next hold. And we're trying to
Come
roll.
on. Oh,
Oh no.
fine. Okay.
I think that means we don't get the MP7 this round, unless he can recycle something. I'm not sure there was a cell station in the other supply point, but that's going to put us on
Revolver
the
is
back foot trying to hope we roll good ammo for the MP7 later
really
on.
annoying.
Luckily, we do have the HE rounds, which I
Last
think
time
are
I
the
was
best
here,
rounds you can
I had
get in
buckshot.
this character. Although buckshot would be preferable for trying to clear out the hard encryptions in this hold. So we'll have to be very precise with the revolver, or use volume of fire with our Saucy Gun MP7s. Gotta be careful about firing the explosive shells when they're too close. And those encryptions should be coming in right about now. Yep. That was a very clean clear.
Advancing to next system layer.
Next, we're going to see pairs of the poison bread crab zombies. I just don't like these guys. You know, they're just a pain to deal with. But with these explosive shells, absolutely no trouble at all. Just pops them.
Where are you going?
Now I think we're about to see some hard encryptions pop up. Right about now. Now.
Static
Now.
encryption detected. Neutralized. Encryption neutralized.
Could have been a little faster if he had a better gun. That was pretty clean for having just a revolver.
Analyzing system.
Now we're gonna, I think, start seeing hardened encryptions. We have our fast bread crab zombies. Baldrick is going to have to be careful about setting off any of those shells at his feet. Because if they hit him, I think these shells can one-hit you. I hope he knows that you can't pop the hardened encryptions with these explosive shells. You can with the frags, but not the HE. I think we're going to have to see a quick switch to one of the MP7 sausage guns here. I think if you manage to get a direct hit, it could go. But as you can see, we're losing time on those. So you can get it on a direct hit, but it's a little hard to make at distance. The frag rounds, I believe you can even hit the shell and they'll destroy the hardened encryptions. We're switching over to the flechette shells, which are much better for causing bleed out and will be better for the next set of hardened encryption. But as you can see, it's causing issues for having to deal with bread crabs hopping loose and wild. Taking some hits there. Got to be careful. We eat our health dog. That's probably a good move right there.
That was terrible, but hey, it worked.
We should probably hop up on one of the barricades and get ready to deal with the hardens that are about to come in. Here they are. 1, 2. Oh, I had a little bit of trouble there. We got it with our last shot.
Wow.
That's one of the reasons I prefer the other Spaz shotgun to the stock, because it has actual sights that you can use.
Advance to next system node, then take it.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see another personal best from Baldrick. Moving into Hold 4. Hold 4 is going to be in J hallway, which is usually kind of a pain to deal with, unless you have some really good encryption spawns. But we have our MP7 now at this supply point.
There we go. So many points looking for you last time around.
We have a patrol closing in we'll have to deal with. Test out our newfound ordnance. It's just so nice.
Oh, I forgot. These are already the bulletproof ones. Of course they are.
And based on our experience here, it's pretty clear that we're going to have to roll for armor-piercing ammunition right away. We're in the 4th take phase, so we'll have 2 chances to roll on some kind of AP. But the flechettes against these enemies will work just fine. Switching over to our explosive shells. Lost our shotgun somewhere.
There we go.
There it is. Sometimes they wander off, it's no big deal. Switching over to our explosive shells to deal with these bread crab zombies. I don't blame him for that. Get our
Override
token.
found.
Always got to make sure you get your token. And let's see what kind of ammo we can get. We got, looks like FMJ or
Yeah,
hollow
'cause all I
points.
want is grenades, right?
But the grenade is very good. Got to remember to spawn lock that, though. That is the impact grenade. So
Okay,
it
then.
doesn't airburst. Baldrick, you might want to spawn lock your grenade. He forgot to spawn lock his grenade. So that's going to be a nasty surprise in a little bit.
Interfacing with system node. Hold this position. Analyzing system.
So we're going to have to rely on our flechette rounds to deal with the armor. But we're also showcasing the power of the HE rounds here, because the HE rounds, if you can get direct hits, especially headshots, they will splatter these enemies.
Hardened encryption detected.
Hardens are up. The MP7, probably the better choice in this scenario. And that was a pretty decent clear. You can see that the enemies in this phase are very eager to throw their grenades. Luckily,
These are the
you're a
worst
little less
spawns I've ever
likely to
sprayed.
have one of these grenades sneak up on you, as we've seen in previous runners, because of their flashing and beeping. We have a little bit less than ideal spawn for these encryptions. They're all over the place. Got the one quick, second one, had to chase down the third one, but it was still not a bad clear.
Advancing to next system layer.
Now we're going back to some civic protection enemies.
Analyzing system.
I think
Okay.
that was the last of the bread
Hit
crab
buttons
zombies we're going
again.
to see for the rest of this run. Back up to make sure we don't get hit by our own splash damage. That was a good idea. And that's why you need to make sure you get a headshot on these guys. Should be getting ready to get our next set of clears going right about now. We'll have to chase down one of them, I think. And there they are, they're up. Hopping the first one, getting ready for the one. The one's from an awkward angle, spraying him down. That works.
Hold successful. Data extracted.
You can hear the disappointment in Baldrick's voice, as we know that we can't use the personal best that he just set a few minutes ago. So now getting ready to go into our fifth and final hold for this character. Probably we're going to want to see an AR3. Definitely hope we roll some kind of armor-piercing ammunition, but if we don't, then these explosive shells and an AR3 are going to be Baldrick's best hope for survival against the marshmallow-armored elite Sausages. I think they threw a couple grenades there, yep. We can roll the AR3 in this room, which is a little awkward to use. Hopefully we'll get the AP we need instead. And I don't think Baldrick has yet realized that he forgot to spawn lock his grenades. Hopefully he realizes that before he needs them in the fifth hold. But those grenades can also be very effective against the marshmallows. I think that noise might have attracted some of the enemies from the hold room. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we got flashbangs.
Bugger.
And that is hollow points, I think. We're all very unhappy for that.
Okay.
So, Baldrick, you got to roll with
Okay.
your explosives. This is going to be an explosive finale.
Override token found.
He's rolling another health dog. That's probably a good idea. Again, showcasing the power of these shells. If you can make your hits, then they'll do work. Even more effective than API if you can get those headshots. Taking things nice and slow, clearing out our hold room. And I guess Baldrick's about ready to get into the final hold,
Hold this position.
which should be interesting.
Mobilizing system.
There isn't really a lot to say about the first couple of phases of this hold. We're going to see some
How are
statics
you not dead?
and eventually some swarms for the last phase. We get 3 sausage coming in, 1 from each door, with 1 marshmallow.
Static encryption.
And the statics are up. Quick switch to the MP7,
Encryption
and that was a
neutralized.
pretty good clear.
Advancing to next system layer.
Now for the second phase, we have more of the same, but faster. This is the closest thing to a speed meet round that this character has. It's not as quick as the speed meet that we're used to in other characters like Ori, but they do tend to spawn in quicker. Making sure that one's down. We do a quick switch there. Doing a reload, taking our time with it. We have the health to deal with it, so we're fine. Just have to make sure we don't get swarmed here. And the hardens are up, switching over to our MP7 for that. Hop the first 2 quickly, taking careful aim on the third one, and we're clear. Topping off on our health,
Next system layer.
making sure our guns are all full.
Analyzing
And now we have 3 marshmallows to deal with. Now this wave is probably a little easier than the last one. They're not coming in anywhere near as quickly, and even though they are 3 marshmallows, we can see those explosive rounds are giving them the business. So now it's all going to come down to how quickly Baldrick can spray down those 3 swarm nodes that are about to come in a little bit. They should be coming in right now. Yep, there they are. Spraying down the first one. Second one. Oh, we're going to have to do a quick reload.
Oh, come on.
And it was a quick reload. And we're finished with our run.
hold successful.
We got a 234.
5 override
Definitely not as
tokens
good as
found.
the personal best that we just said.
Advance to next system node and take it.
Yeah,
Welcome back, Baldrick.
I'm here.
That was a run.
That was really frustrating. I don't like
I believe it.
firing explosive rounds out of that thing.
They were doing a good job of it, though.
They were, but it just isn't a very good continuous fire weapon. And when a white guy can take 3 of those to the face before dying sometimes.
You do have to keep hitting it. Feeding it, rather.
Yeah. I
really
don't
wish you
like it
could've
because it's
used-
stockless.
It would have been a lot better if it was a stocked version too, or at least if you were able to roll a laser sight for it.
Yeah. Probably could have done that if I hadn't tried rolling for this earlier, and then didn't get it. I just got hit by all the RNG on that run. Last time round, I had some really nice placements of nodes. Some really nice. Well, I got armor piercing. Didn't get API or incens, but I got armor piercing quite early on this, and that was just useful. And
Makes
this
me
time round, just none of that.
Really wish that we hadn't had those technical difficulties and we would have given you that 237.
Yeah, I would have liked that 237.
But a 234 970 is what we just put in. Puts you just above Res Duck, and we still have 5 runs to go through before we're all said and done.
Yeah, I'm not so hopeful.
There is always hope.
I mean, someone could get even worse RNG than me, but yeah.
Out of 5 runners, 3 of them have to beat you in order for you to get knocked out, and you don't get to see Northeast Dakota.
Yep. Right.
So, any final comments besides up yours to Murphy?
Just for everyone's sake, get armor piercing.
Yes.
Good luck.
Definitely try and roll armor piercing early and roll it often.
Yeah. Okay, that was fun. I think I'm done.
I think you're done. Well, you're not done yet because we have another run supposed to be right now.
Yeah.
So,
I guess who's
Joel
moderating it?
Joel Rolf, I saw you in the chat. We'll pull you in as soon as we finish up here.
Yeah, guess who's moderating it? Hi, guys. Okay, right. I will be there as soon as I can.